That's Starbuck and Zach. Oh, Dougie. Starbuck and Dougie in the air. So we have, so I'll introduce you to the animals as they do come around. But yeah, so we have our enrichment training sessions. So our enrichment sessions are where we get the animals to use their brains a little bit more as well. They're using their brains in this training session as well, don't get me wrong. But in their enrichment sessions, we're using that cognitive thinking. We're getting food and we're hiding it in toys. Woohoo! And we're hiding it in different objects. So the animals are able to use their brain to try and grab that food. So that's the enrichment training sessions. And we do a lot of observations and watching our animals to ensure that they are engaging in these enrichment items. Okie dokie. So who have we got here? We've got Cyrus and Kayama in front of us here. No, Zach and Colin, sorry. Zach and Colin. I can't see, I need my glasses. So we've got Zach and Colin over here. So, like I said, the 6 boys that you have in front of you, we have Starbuck, and we have Zach, and we have Colin and Dougie, and we have Kayama and Cyrus. So I'll let you go into a little bit of the age of the animals in this pool system. We've got Cyrus, who's in his early 40s. So he's an older animal. He's old. Dolphins live to about 25, 30 years in the wild. Most of our guys at SeaWorld do get to 30, 40 years of age. So their life expectancy does increase considerably. Oh, that's Kayama. There he is. That's little Kayama there. Very handsome boy. So then we have Dougie, who's our youngest boy in this pool system, and Dougie is 5 years old. So when it comes to the next box that we need to tick, it's about diet. So we've looked after environment, health and training, or behaviour. And now we're going to talk a little bit about diet. So we've got Cyrus in his early 40s, and we've got Dougie who's 5 years old. And the amount of, these animals are on the same amount of food at the moment. So Dougie's only about 150 kilos, Cyrus is 220 kilos. Dougie's a young boy, he needs to eat a lot, he's got to grow, he's learning, he's growing, he's developing, so he's on a lot of food. We like to make sure that he's on a high amount of food so he's got his body, so he can nurture his body to grow. Then we've got Cyrus who's in his early 40s. He's also eating a lot because he's a big boy, he's 220 kilos, but he's probably not eating as much as, say, Starbuck, who is a 260 kilo dolphin. He's also in his 20s, or he's 20, and he's still not necessarily growing, but he is still burning a lot of energy. So we look at the life stages of the animals and we work out how much they're going to eat. So each dolphin gets what's called a daily food intake. They get a certain amount of food that they all must eat every single day. And that food gets divided up into all the different sessions that we're going to do. So we've got the show sessions, the presentation sessions that they're doing, the medical or the husbandry training sessions that we're talking about where they're participating in their own healthcare. They've got their enrichment sessions, they've got play sessions. So we break it up into about probably 10 or 12 different feeds throughout the day. So they're constantly getting food and constantly being engaged with their trainers, and they're always going to get that daily food intake. So all the fish that we feed our animals is all locally caught, well most of it is, some of it's from WA, but it's all fresh restaurant quality seafood. So it's all food and fish that we would eat, so it's all of that excellent quality. It does get dry thawed out the night before, and then it gets broken into the buckets or the daily food intake for each animal. So an animal like Starbuck, he is on, how heavy is he? He's on 10.5 kilos of fish a day at the moment. Now that's coming at the end of summer, so we're going to now head into winter. That's going to jump up to about 13 kilos of fish a day, because in winter these guys like to build up their blubber and they like to get nice and warm, because that's how they're going to keep themselves nice and warm in the cooler waters. Coming into summer they eat a little bit less, because these guys of course they want to get rid of that blubber layer because the water gets warmer, and these guys do lose a bit of they don't want to eat as much. It's a bit like us in summer. We tend to eat more salads, in winter we like to have the big heartier stews. So we've ticked off those 4 boxes, and then with that we know that when we've got the environment right, we've got the health right, we've got their behaviour right, we've got their diet right, we know that they're going to be a happy and a mental state, positive mental welfare state. So I've been told by Chrissy that it is time to say goodbye. I could literally talk to you till the cows come home. So I could keep going and going and going, but I do want to say thank you so much guys for coming on down today. It is because of your help, because of you guys coming on down today and supporting SeaWorld, that we are able to do what we can do, not only here at SeaWorld, but it's also, and most importantly, it's about the animals out there in the wild. Because of you guys supporting us, we were able to last year rescue over 120 turtles, over 97 seabirds. We had probably 8 whale entanglements last year. We had 3 or 4 dolphin rescues last year. We had 2 seal rescues last year as well. And without your support, we would not be able to rescue, for one, because we wouldn't know how to catch them. We wouldn't be able to rehabilitate them, because without these animals, we wouldn't know how to look after them. So because of your support and looking after these animals here, we're able to help those animals out there in the wild. So thank you so much for supporting us and coming on down to SeaWorld today. If you are heading to the resort, please exit via this white gate over here. If you are going to head into the park straight away, then come out through these black gates over here. If you've got the pink armband on, we're going to head over by the black photos over there. I mean, the black photos, the black seats over there for your photos. If you have any questions, please feel free to fire away. But thank you so much for coming on down today and enjoying our animals this morning.